Now, we can turn it up and it will do a little bit less safe, but we're not doing that anymore. Only when we do research with industry partners that are global isotope experts,
Right.
we do that. So our technology has been research verified. We work with industry partners that are specialists in science. We get our data from, the best labs in the country in terms of like analysis of ICPs and all that stuff. So
for the average viewer again, when you say it's research verified, when an investor goes, this looks cool, but I don't know if I'm ready to make that jump. I don't know if this is like everything they're saying. What does research verified mean?
It means that we did a strategic partnership with the Department of Energy back in 2019, 20, and 21. And then we went through all the proper protocol that they set forward for the experiment.
Yeah.
They were the professionals saying, we're going to do this. We're going to do chamber blanks. We're going to do, source sample water testing. We're going to do treated water sample testing. They set the criteria and we followed it. Then we took the numbers that we got from the experiments and then did an analysis together.
Okay. So research verified means that the people that are qualified to validate what was done, in fact, did validate it. And that means you're ready to take the next step to go beyond basically friends and family and seed investing to angel investing, right?
To any kind of investing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, this is, again, like I say in the other podcast, that nuclear fusion has never gotten this, cold nuclear fusion has never gotten this far in history. This is it, guys.
Right.
Like every video podcast we do, you are looking at the leading edge of a neuron going into a new, creational idea of the universe, a potential.
That's so exciting. It's so fun.
And it's even crazier too, is that like when we submitted our research from the DOE to Nature NPJ Clean Water, we heard back within 3 weeks after they reviewed it. 3 people reviewed it, and they said their reviews were, you're accepted, but not only are you accepted as peer reviewed and we're going to publish it, the reviewers actually had great comments. And I can't disclose their names because we're all under NDA, sure. But they said basically in a nutshell is, 1, this is amazing technology and it should be implemented everywhere in the world, was one of the comments. The second comment was essentially the same thing, except for we've never seen anything like this before.
Wow. And
these are the peer reviewers.
And what does peer review mean? Because I remembered on the one of Terrence Howard interviews, he was saying one of the challenges of getting new technology into the marketplace is that you have to get it peer reviewed. And he's like, well, you're not a peer, so we're not going to review you.
Was Weiselman or Weinstein or
I can't remember who it was.
Joe Rogan?
It was one of those interviews where he was basically, Terrence Howard was lamenting that like, hey, I'm offering it up for people to review it.
They wouldn't
review it. But how did you manage to get peer reviewed and get into scientific magazine?
Yeah. So we went to the Department of Energy and said, hey, we're going to do an experiment on electrolysis. And that's what we thought it was too at first. We're like, well, we'll see if we can do fusion, but it looks like electrolysis. So when we got the data back, they were like, man, we don't really want to write their manuscript. You write the first draft. And I'm like, well, I'm not a scientist. I'm an artist. Why would you have me do it? I'm paying you all this money. So they just had me write the first draft, and I wrote it, and I took all their data and said, with all this information I see as an artist who is learning the terms for 3.5 months, 4 months, I wrote on the heading of it was electrophysical transmutation. And when I sent that draft to the Department of Energy, they said, yeah, that's what we thought too. And I was like, okay, well, and so we finished the manuscript together as a group. And then we submitted it to Nature for Clean Water, and they were like, "Man, this is great. These X-rays, the exotic X-rays, are wonderful. The numbers are showing transmutation with the ICP values from source to chamber blank to treated. It's all good." And so the only thing that, and when I wrote the patent on it, I didn't realize that I wrote the patent just like Ken Shoulders talked about the exotic vacuum objects. I had no idea about Ken Shoulders till very recently. But when I went and looked at Ken Shoulders' work and how he wrote his stuff, and I was looking at my patent, I was like, dude, I wrote that like Ken Shoulders, but I didn't even know him. I didn't even have any idea.
There's parallel, these things kind of cross and intermingle, and the connections between different things is remarkable. When
music, waves,
harmonic
oscillators, resonant chambers of cathedrals, maybe even like the atom itself,
cymatic patterns.
I mean, if you're not paying attention to the world around you about how everything's linked, you're gonna miss out on so much stuff.
It's remarkable.